always just adjusting the mat. All right, so today we have 20-minute abs with a single medium dumbbell. So anything between 8 to 12 is great for this. Like, I honestly prefer a 12 when I'm doing certain kinds of crunches and stuff, but all I have is a 10. So anything in that range is great. We're gonna do some standing core, and then we're gonna come down for regular core. Okay, going back to our normal warm-up. Yesterday we were jumping all over the place. Today we are just taking it slow, waking up the abs. So let's go ahead and begin. Remember, every movement we do is 30 seconds long, so it's all about form and not about speed. We're gonna be starting with our elbow to knee tucks. I just want you guys to think about form and just if you're feeling your core. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Let's just get right into it with those elbow to knee tucks. Tuck and twist, tuck and twist. Waking up those abs. So side view, bringing my chest to my knee, chest to my knee. Oh, this didn't work. That's not good. Guys, ignore me. Okay. All right, so we're kind of restarting. You're just joining, so it's fine. Elbow to knee tucks like this. Chest to knee, chest to knee. Twist. So remember, you have to squeeze your abs to feel this. Twist and squeeze, 20 seconds. Just like this. 15 seconds. Twist. And 10. Abs are being woken up. Let's get our good mornings. We're gonna hinge at the hips. 3, 2, 1. We hinge and back up. So I'm stretching my hamstrings. Deep stretch down the backs of the legs and up. And up. Just like this. 20 seconds. And up. 15. Down. Waking up the glutes too, and all of the backs of the legs here. Squats, 3, 2, 1. So down and up. Feet are wider than hip width apart. Toes slightly turned out. Chest up, shoulders down and back. Breathing. Just like this. Down and up. 10 seconds. And 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's get those arm circles. So from the side, opening up like this. Open up the chest. Good. And switch. We're gonna go forward now. Keep a bend in the elbows. 10 seconds. So good. Let's get the second round of the warm-up. Elbow to knee tucks in 3, 2, and 1. So again, squeeze the abs. Squeeze and tuck. Squeeze and tuck. Wake up those abs and that full body. Squeeze and tuck. What is that sound? Tuck and twist. 15 seconds. Tuck and twist. Breathe. Normally I have been filming these at like 2 or 3, but today I have a very long amount of meetings, so we're going right now. Let's hinge at the hips. We got those good mornings. You can kind of put the hands on the hips if you want, down and up. They call them good mornings because it's a really good stretch to do right when you get out of bed. Just stretching out the backs of the legs. And up, 10 seconds. Hinge, back up. Last one, back up. We squat in 3, 2, 1. Down and up. Breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. We're breathing 20 seconds. 15. We've got 10. Weight in the heels. 3, 2, and 1. We're almost done with our warm up. We're going elbows back, dig them back behind you. Keep a slight bend in those elbows. See, I'm pulling way back here. We are breathing, getting that heart rate up a little bit. You're starting to warm up the full body. Switch direction in 3, 2, and 1. Like you're swimming. Big circles, slight bend in those elbows. We're gonna start with our standing core. So it's gonna be very similar to what we did in the warm-up. I'm gonna go cross and then oblique crunch. And oblique crunch. Try not to swing. Notice I'm gonna drive my chest to my knee and then get that oblique crunch on the side of my body. Cross and tuck. Cross and tuck. 10 seconds. And tuck. Last one. And tuck. Other side. 3, 2, 1. Obliques. Stand nice and still. Cross and crunch. Obliques. So my weight kind of turns a little bit as I crunch in the front. Cross crunch. Obliques. We are breathing and twist. You have to squeeze those abs for this. Really feel it. Next thing we're gonna do is every time I bring my leg back, so I'm gonna go back and then I'm gonna reach it forward. So it's kind of like a punch to this same leg. So my right leg, reach it forward. So I notice I drive my chest forward as I punch it through. I'm not arching my back. If anything, I'm rounding my back. Punch it and back. Make sure you're breathing. Let's switch sides. 3, 2, 1. Back, punch it. So then I stand back up straight. So with my punch, I round a little bit. Tuck my belly into my spine like this. Back. Back. Deep breaths. And you're gonna get your arms in this a bit as well. Punch it and back. Next, overhead knee tucks. So this seems like nothing. If you bend your elbows, it is nothing. It's gonna go into the shoulders. Arms gonna be nice and straight so that your abs are actually doing all the work. Again, I'm slightly kind of bringing my chest forward, tucking my belly in. Like this. Tuck. 3, 2, 1. Okay. We've had enough of that. We're coming down for abs. So, option to grab a lighter weight if you have one for this, but I'm gonna put my weight in my left hand and I'm gonna reach it back towards my opposite foot and reset. Reach it back, reset. Reset. Back and reset. Other side. Roll it over. So I start in my high plank. Reach. And the important part is this reset because I'm bracing my abs. Squeeze. Reset. Reach. Reset. Reset. 10 seconds. And back. Back. So good. Next thing we're going to do is a little sit-up. Butterfly sit-up, bottom of the feet together. It's going to get deeper into the obliques, the hips, everything. Down, up, push up using your abs. So round my spine, push my core through as I press up. Push, down, and push. Okay, next we're gonna go right into an old-fashioned Russian twist. The key is bringing that weight all the way from side to side, all the way. So you're gonna feel your back crack a little. To make this harder, you're bringing your feet off the floor and you're also dropping your chest back behind you, 15 seconds. It's super important not to take breaks when training abs because it's a continuous muscle group. So the best way to train it is to really exhaust them. We will take a break at the end of this entire round and get the whole round one more time. But until then, we're still going nonstop. We have crunches now, weighted crunches. My abs are lifting this 10 pounds here. Chin's not touching the chest. I'm pulling my shoulders off the ground here. Off. Not yanking on my head, not yanking on my neck. Bent knee cross crunches. So now my right ankle's on my left knee. I'm gonna bring my left elbow to my right knee. Up and over. So we're involving the obliques a little bit more here. Up and over. Breathing. 15 seconds left. 10 seconds. Lower back's nice and flat to the mat here. 5. Switch sides in 3, in 2, and 1. Other side. Just like this. Make sure you are still breathing. You never want to hold your breath. Just like this. 10 seconds. We're going to do a toe reach leg raise. 3, 2, and 1. So like this, I'm going to reach, drop the legs, bring them back up. If you need to reset your head for a moment, you can. Crunch, down, up. Crunch, down, up. You guys got this. I know these ones are hard. You only have one move left. And then we stretch for a full minute. Down, up, crunch, down, up. Beautiful. Okay, one move left. Let's lose the weight and get some reverse crunches because we just did lower abs. Support the neck again. Tap, thrust, tap far away from the body. Try to keep the knees bent with the thrust. It's okay if they open a little bit, but we're doing a reverse crunch now. Since we just crunched this direction, now we're crunching the lower abs. In 10, we rest and tap, thrust, tap. Last one, thrust and tap. Look, we made it quick. Second round always goes a lot faster. We want to lengthen out the core because we just shortened it, so we'll quickly go high plank, send it back, exhale, drop the hips down. Deep breaths. One more. Send it back, pedal out the heels, bring it through, drop the hips, keep the shoulders down. Good. We get a little child's pose, knees out, toes together. I like to really press my lats towards the mat and push my hands into the mat, stretching out the upper body. Okay, guys, we're gonna restart in 10 seconds, and then we are done. Grabbing our 10, we have that elbow to knee tuck, oblique tuck. So I'm gonna go cross in 3, 2, 1. Crunch, oblique tuck, crunch. Crunch, tuck, whatever you want. Crunch and twist, so it's not about speed. It's kind of about time under tension. Hold. Hold and twist. Just like this. 10 seconds. Okay, other side. 3, 2, 1. Here, and sometimes you get a little lazy. We still got to bring that arm through, and I'm trying not to swing my body left and right. Trying to stay nice and still. 15 seconds. Twist. 10 seconds. Tuck. And tuck. Okay, now we have our crazy reverse lunge. Press. So right leg is going to go back. Bring it up and through. Punch. So notice my spine. I round it and punch. Back. Round it, punch. Back. Back. 10 seconds. And back. And good. Other side. 3, 2, 1. Back. Punch. Nice and slow. Watch the front knee as you lunge, making sure it's not coming past the toes there. And back. And punch. Almost done with this one. Arms are burning. Punch. Okay, overhead press. Remember the key? Arms are pinned straight. Tuck, tuck. The weight is then held by the abs as long as you're just directly overhead over your core. Belly button is tucked into the spine. Your arms are going to want to open up, but then it goes into the shoulders, which is not the goal. Tuck, tuck. Last one. Down we go. Let's get our sit. Oh no, we have our high plank. Then we have our sit-ups. Still a little painful. Okay. Cross reach and back. Reset completely. That's the most important part. And reset. 10 seconds. And back. Other side. Roll it over. 3, 2, 1. Reach. Reset. You guys could be doing this live with me. You guys can always do this later on. It goes and gets saved in my lives. But I definitely want to know what you guys think. You guys comment during the live, but you're never commenting after, so I don't get to see them. So definitely leave comments of what you want to see next in the lives and so on. Now we have our butterfly sit-up. I always love a butterfly sit-up. Helps me feel the actual movement more. Remember, we're adding our press. Down, up, push the core through. So it's like a mini cat-cow. Round the spine, arch just for a moment, flushing that blood through the core. Use the abs to press the weight up, just like this. Good, we're almost done. All right, Russian twists. Remember, dropping the chest back is what's really gonna help this be a bit harder, and you're gonna feel it a bit more. Drop the weight all the way, almost touching the mat on each side. 15 seconds. Feet off the ground if you can. So good. Let's get our crunches. Coming down. All I care about is my lower back nice and flat to the mat. Weight is holding. Core is holding the weight. Nice long neutral spine, guys. We're almost done. Breathe. Abs are a lot more painful when we do not breathe. We have our bent knee cross crunches in 5, 3, 2, and 1. Elbow to knee, down. Twist and down 20 seconds. 15. Up and twist, down 10. We're breathing. Other side in 3, 2, and 1. Up and over. "20 seconds. Up and over. Deep breaths. 15. So good. 10 seconds. Let's get that crunch leg raise. 3, 2, 1. I crunch and I leg raise. Crunch those upper abs and then use those lower abs. All we care about is that lower back being nice and flat to the mat. 15 seconds here. Crunch it up, drop it down. Crunch it up and down. Last but not least, we're putting our hands under our head again. We have reverse crunches. So I thrust tap. Don't forget the thrust, because that's where the actual reverse crunch happens. It just seems more spastic since it's our lower abs rather than our upper. Thrust, halfway. We will stretch in 10. Give me a few more here. Don't let the chin touch the chest. Tap. And we are finished. We know what the deal is. We're going right into our stretching. No break just yet. Paddle it out. And drop the hips. Lengthen them out. One more. Deep breath. Drop the hips. Knees wide. Toes together. One more child's pose. Curl it forward. So good. Let's do a little thread the needle. I'm going to bring my arm through. Hips stay up and in line with knees. Other arm, my left arm's going to go straight out in front. Switching sides. Thrust and thread it through. Right arm straight. And bring it back. Okay. We've been loving our hip flexor stretches. It's kind of been like the hip flexor challenge. Maybe that's what I'll call it. Instead of making this crazy hard challenge, our challenge is doing our hip flexor stretches every day. You've got 3 hip flexors in the front of your hip. So yes, I may be shortening the right side, but I'm lengthening out my right. The more you do this, the more you're gonna lengthen out those hips, have more hip mobility. Let's get our hamstrings on the other side. We hold a lot of stress in our hips, so the more you stretch them out, the more you may find you have less stress. Other side. Big step through, watching the front knee. It's not coming past my toes. Inch it forward. Push that right hip through. Arms up. And we'll get the hamstrings on the left side. Like that. Straighten it out. Oh man. Let's get our standing IT stretch. So sometimes if you have lower back pain, it can be because you've got a tight IT band or abductors. I'm gonna push my left knee down towards the mat as much as I can without breaking my hip. And other side. Is any of you guys doing this with me? I feel like maybe. That's why you're so quiet all of a sudden. Okay, we're also gonna do a pyramid stretch or a little triangle stretch. Left foot's gonna face you guys. Right foot turns out to the side. Slowly coming down. This is gonna get your adductors, those inner legs. Bend the knee a little. Switch hands. So I'm gonna switch. This one's a lot deeper. I can't really get as far. Other side, slide it down. Exhale. I like to bend the knee a little again. Switch hands. This one's even harder. Ooh, all up in there. Shake it out. My favorite little rag doll. Just blob down, grab the elbows, swing side to side. You have a micro bend in the knees. You don't have locked knees. Swinging side to side. Now really relax your head. Your head may still have been propped up. Just relax it. You're gonna feel the upper back kind of open up. Coming up nice and slow. Shake out the arms. One more time. Okay. Okay, do we train daily on here? Yes, we're training daily. We're training Monday through Friday. I really am trying to figure out a time for you guys, but I just have meetings all the time. It has usually been 3 p.m., but today I had meetings. So maybe what I'll do is say it's either gonna be 11 or 3. And I've been announcing that. I don't know where you can announce that on YouTube because it's not like I can put stories anywhere, but I'll announce those on my Instagram, which is Allegra Paris, this Instagram, so Allegra Paris Bikini Body. I'll put what time I'm going live. I need to get better at that. I promise I will. Okay, You guys are the best. So tomorrow, I can tell you now, tomorrow we'll go a little later in the day, like 3. Okay. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.